Okay guys, this is everything you need to know about the DJI Ryze Tello drone. First of all, it's not actually an official DJI drone. It's made by Ryze Tech. It's just sold on the DJI store. All you need to know is the Tello has its own smartphone app, and that's that. Now, even though this drone is not an official DJI drone, it still uses a lot of the cool technology that's found in DJI drones. For one, it hovers in place really well. It maintains its position. It's very responsive, very fast. It's got regular mode, sport mode. It's very small. The body of the drone is about the same size as a box of mints. It can fit into your hand, into the palm of your hand. It can launch from your hand. It can land on your hand. This thing has a total takeoff weight of 80 grams. This is including the battery, guys. So very light. It's got a total flight time of 13 minutes. Thereabouts, 12 to 13 minutes. Now the flight time is reduced if you put on the propeller guards. Okay, I don't really like to use them, but if you're flying indoors, certainly put them on. That way you won't give people haircuts. When you're flying outside, take these off. Take the propeller guards off because they will clip into trees and branches and your drone will get tangled. It's a toy, okay? This is not a professional drone. The camera doesn't tilt up or down. It's got a very small camera, 720p. I'll show you the images it takes. They're not very impressive. They're okay, but certainly nothing like any other drone by DJI. The videos aren't too good. I mean, check out the videos. And this is me being very careful when flying it with the range extender and taking special care to maintain line of sight. You do not buy this drone for its photo or video quality. You can fly this drone with just a phone. You don't need a remote controller. Now, you can buy remote controllers for this drone, but I suggest just flying it with a regular smartphone. Okay, you can use Android, you can use iPhones. I think once you start adding remote controllers and stuff to the Tello, then you're dealing with way too much weight and bulk, and I would get a bigger drone at that point. If you want to increase the range of your Tello, you can buy this thing called a Wi-Fi range extender. Okay, there are a few types of them. Most people recommend the Xiaomi. This one I think is actually better. It doesn't really have an official name. You can buy it from Alibaba or AliExpress rather. I call it the rabbit ears Wi-Fi extender. This just about doubles the range of your drone. If you're buying the Tello, I highly recommend getting it with the Fly More combo. You get 2 extra batteries. So if each battery lasts you 12 minutes with 2 extra batteries, just over half an hour of total flight time makes a huge difference, especially if you're just kind of getting used to flying again for your first flight of the day. Definitely get the boost combo. The Tello doesn't fly too far, okay? I would say about 100 meters or 300 feet away from you and 30 meters or 90 feet up. In fact, the altitude is limited to 30 meters, so you're not going to fly any higher than that anyway. The Tello is a cheap drone, but I think it's a lot better than the other cheap drones out there. Certainly the best of the budget drones. It holds its position in the air impressively well. Practically flies itself. It's not like one of those other toy drones that you constantly have to keep up in the air. This thing is so tiny, you can fly it indoors. It's a lot of fun to zip around the house with. I mean, I wouldn't imagine doing it with drones much bigger than this. The Tello is perfect. This thing can crash into trees and still be okay. I've crashed it quite a few times now. At most, one of the propellers falls off, but the drone just keeps going. All you have to do is restart it. Sometimes when it crashes, the battery falls out, so be careful when that happens. The drone doesn't come with a case, but you can buy a case for 10 bucks off AliExpress or $20 for the same case on Amazon. The Tello is programmable. I've actually flown this from my laptop. People have released open source packages. The drone itself is open source, so people have modded it, customized it, used programming languages to give it flight paths and commands. There's a whole lot you can do. Speaking of open source, someone has actually made a third-party smartphone app for it. A guy named Tello has made an Android app that adds a lot of cool features to the drone that you don't get through the regular Ryze app, including droney photo mode and other stuff like that. Definitely check it out. Well worth the $5 on Android. Again, that's Android only. The Tello community is very, very supportive. People don't fly this drone for professional uses. People fly this drone because they love drones, and definitely go on the forums if you're flying it. Ask questions, find out what people are doing. The Tello is not as capable as bigger drones. If you're looking for professional video, you definitely want at least the DJI MAVIC Mini, which shoots 1080p and up. Has very impressive video and photo capabilities. This drone does not. Propellers fall off the drone all the time, so make sure you get some extras. The Tello is a great educational toy. You can get something called Drone Blocks, which is software that allows anyone, even kids, to program drones with basic commands. Definitely check it out if you're introducing kids or young people to drones or programming. It's a lot of fun and it's pretty cool. Now, because the drone uses a separate app from the DJI app, it means it doesn't call home, it doesn't need to ask you whether you're in a restricted or authorized zone, it just flies. The Tello does not have any obstacle avoidance, so you have to be very careful when you're flying it, which is great because it prepares you really well for larger drones. You can see on the underside, there are these two infrared sensors. One of them sends a signal down to the ground. The other one will receive the signal as it bounces back from the surface, so that way the Tello knows how high up it is, so it knows its altitude. The Tello really needs to be flown in bright conditions. If it's too dark outside, don't fly. The Tello will get confused. These sensors can't detect what the altitude is because it's too dark. It's going to get confused and probably try to land itself or crash somewhere. So don't do that. Be careful when flying over snow or water. These are reflective surfaces and can also trick the Tello. So no guarantees if you fly it over a lake or something. You can actually perform repairs to the Tello by yourself. There are people online who have released videos on how to do that. For example, if one of your motors falls off, you can buy aftermarket motors from parts websites and connect it yourself. You can see the wires right here. So the propellers are very sensitive. Okay, if your Tello crashes, make sure to inspect the tips of the propellers. If they get chipped even a little bit, it could start performing really wonky. It could start landing itself as soon as you take off and other strange behavior like that. So always inspect the tips of the propellers. Make sure the propellers are in good condition. If they're not, just replace them. They're really cheap. Doesn't hurt to always have extras. It's not a very strong drone, but you'll be surprised at how well it performs on nice windless days or anywhere indoors. It's a lot of fun. If you're new to drones, you've never owned a drone, it's a perfect starter drone. No big deal if you crash it. Buy this drone if you're new to drones. Buy this drone if you want to give someone the gift of drones. Buy this drone if you just want to have some fun around the house. But more importantly, have fun, fly safe, don't put other people in danger, and make sure you share your passion with others. Thanks for watching and happy flying.